A naked Willem Dafoe was not on my 2024 bingo card, but here we are. So I just saw Kinds of Kindness, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, all of Willem Dafoe, Hong Chow, and other people. I think I liked it. I don't know if you will. The question isn't so much what is the movie about, what's the plot, but more so what is the theme here? That's the big question. Kinds of Kindness is an anthology film. It's broken up into 3 different stories, kind of the film version of a triptych. It's black comedy, absurdist in nature, absurdist being a genre. And it focuses on more so a common theme that's kind of threaded throughout each story. Story number 1 focuses on a dude named Robert who is hell-bent on going to extremes to please his boss. You have story number 2, which is about Daniel and Liz. And Liz got lost somewhere. She finally came back. And it's all about the length she goes to please her husband. Or something. I don't know. That one was so damn weird. And then story number 3 focuses on Emily, who's found herself in a cult, and what lengths she'll go to please the leaders of this cult. And this is where the absurdist part comes in with respect to this anthology, because absurdist is more of a study on human behavior and why we do the things that we do, but kind of exploring that in not, I don't want to say nonsensical ways, but almost in extreme ways. And, how things will take a quick turn or a quick pivot into something just completely crazy. Because all of a sudden things are normal and next thing you know, there's a liver on the floor. I don't know how we got here. This is one of those, you're either going to like it or you won't. You'll either get into it or you're just going to be lost. I don't want to say it's niche, but it's very much a play into genre. Yorgos Lanthimos has a very specific style. This is not as extreme as Poor Things, but definitely the black comedy of it all and the extreme exploration into human nature, it's all here. I enjoyed that very much. I'm confused. I'm very confused, but I enjoyed it. It was also shot in New Orleans, and I really appreciate them not doing what a lot of films do, where they try to make such a big deal about being in New Orleans that they get everything wrong. The accent, geography. Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone, I would classify them as our 2 leads. It's very interesting because we start off with Jesse Plemons being the main character here, and it's almost like he goes on this little slope. He becomes less of a lead as we get into the different stories. Emma Stone, on the other hand, has a different trajectory. The first story, we don't really see her until the very end. And she starts to gain a little bit prominence until the very end when the last story is really just all about her. So I love seeing almost this cross, this X between their characters, where they take turns, being our narrator. And this is where it's kind of like a triptych, because even though each story is vastly different from the other, I imagine when I go back and watch it again, I'll see similarities between the characters they played. Jesse Plemons playing Robert, Daniel, and then Andrew, Emma Stone playing Rita, Liz, and then Emily. A common thread that connects all 3 of them. I really like that now that I think about it. I want to watch that again. This is the kind of film you study, that you break down, because it's so genre specific. Yeah. Now, there were parts of this that were a little disturbing. Again, there was a liver on the floor. But if you've studied film or taken any kind of film class, you might probably know what I'm talking about. Remember when the teachers made us watch Andalusian Dog? Kind of, sort of, but not as jarring. This is one of those, I don't know what to tell you. You really just have to see it for yourself.